Hello, dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to Talos Principle 2.
resented Byron for being so charming and charismatic.
Huh?
The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play.
Oh, I know.
Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says, maybe that's too much. But sometimes it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
That's why you two get on so well. You complement each other. What have we got here? Ooh. Got like a big flower. Oh, we're not even bothering with like sticking it fixing it to the ground anymore. It's just floating in the air.
In this area, we have an especially weird problem.
Huh?
Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas, and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready.
That sounds fun. I do love how it's just floating there.
Language libraries and bananas.
Help Melvin with the lab. Okay, look at this. It's like it's developing, isn't it? I think it feels like this is a timeline development of the structures. Whoever's creating them has become more and more advanced and gone, you know what? I could just use anti-gravity to make it float in the air now. That is like... They said about, entering Olympus, which is what Byron supposedly has done, entered Olympus, become like gods. If we can do that, it must feel pretty godlike, doesn't it, really? Although, I guess, once you've got that technology, it's just technology. You don't think about it anymore. Okay. Verdant Valley, or whatever it's called here. We're not going to get so angry this time. Ooh, I love them. I love the lichen on here. I was going to say, by the way, yeah, I'm very self-aware, these characters, aren't they? The fact that, Al knows what he's like. He knows his personality very well. Again, probably a benefit of his age. He knows what he's like. And he's only slightly apologetic for it. But he is how he is. Yeah, it's a lovely Verdant Valley. I like it. Alright, let's do puzzle number 1, see what the current thing is. And we'll try not to get so angry this time at puzzles that are getting a bit silly. By which I mean, of course, the Sphinx one. And also, it's not really even optional anymore, I don't think, because I think we have to get the Sphinx ones to be able to do everything else. So make them a puzzle, not a friggin' hunt for... a hunt for, like, little tiny objects in the distance. It's not very... oh, gravity. Not very enabling to do that. Where am I going now, then? I can't just jump. Ah! Disengage by double tap. Right, we've got a grav shifter. Okay, so this makes a beam. And it can be angled at different... It can be angled. It doesn't have to be straight. Okay, but it has to be between the two surfaces. Right, there. That's a puzzle. Congratulations on making a puzzle. Okay, we've got that. Any objects we can grab around here that we can use? We've got a blue beam. I guess we can have this on here and also make a projection, can't we? We can do the two things together. Oh, we've got a connector up there. How do we get to that? Because we can't actually beam onto that. Ah, we can beam onto this, though. Although we can't. Because we need to be... Oh! Like I said... Oh, I'm surprised the gravity's still present there, but okay. That's a puzzle. Congratulations on making another one. Right. So we need this into here. Which is... good. Oh, you know what? You know what? Good stuff.
If the language of creation is a kind of melody,
Oh, hello.
Maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do. Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way. And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
I don't know what to say about that. I'm not a very creative person, but
Come on, out with it. What's the problem?
I know you're very busy, but you need to pay more attention to what's happening.
Byron, what were you doing here?
Everything's slowing down. People are losing track of the bigger picture.
They're still traumatized by New Alexandria.
It's more than that. When I organized the last expedition, I had real trouble finding volunteers. There's no enthusiasm for the outside world anymore. They want to look away from history, pretend there's no past and no future. I'm really worried, Athena.
Okay. I promise I'll look into it as soon as I'm done with this.
Okay, I thought for a second Byron was here at the same time as Miranda. He'd been lying to us, but it's an old one. He's just expressing his problems with everyone becoming very inward-looking, too introspective. Is that a problem with age as well? Or immortality? That you become introspective because you don't see the value anymore of... what is shining over there, by the way? Something's glowing over there. No, so you don't see the value of things because you can just leave it till later because, you know, you're going to live forever. We're going to grab you? No, you're too far over. I've got a fan. Can I... There we go. Whee! And then... Okay, I can't disengage from that beam. But I can from this. Do a nice little flip. Then I need to put it here, I guess. And then we can do... No. That. It shows us the silhouette that it's going to be there. I like the fact that it stays there as well. And we can do this again. No. We got it. We need to flip over. No, we need to. No. I need to do. No, I'm back where I started again, aren't I? Hold on. How do we get this back? We can repel from there, can't we? Oh yeah, we can do that. Of course we can. We can suck it with this. And then we can... No, I thought we were going to repel. Oh. Am I missing something really obvious? Something else I can do here? Or do I not need to? Is it fine up there? Is it actually... No, is it actually fine up there? Am I trying to get this connected then when I don't need to? I think I am, because we can do the same thing as before. Connection. Connection. Is that working? Looks like it is. Yeah. Yeah, I was so obsessed with like getting the connector down. I didn't need to. Focus on your goals, mate. Well, they're pretty easy so far anyway. 3. What we got here? Upward migration. Look at these gravity type symbols from here. We've got a gravity thingy. Okay, we've got a red beam and a connector. Pick it up. And what surfaces do we have? And one there. We could pick up a... We can't pick it up from there though. We could pick it up from here. We could put a connector up there so it hits the red. And we've got one here as well. And we're trying to feed it to here. So possibly another one there as well. But not as easy as that, of course, is it? It's not going to be that easy. Actually, can we go straight from here? We could go straight from... Can we go from here? Ah, you know what though? We can't push it up into the air. That's going that way. No, it's going that way. So I guess we can put an object over there. Let's maintain the connections, by the way. Okay, and then we can... No, send it over this way. But if we do that, then we need to have connected it already, don't we? No, it's still connected there. Yeah, that's the problem. Let's reset this. Because I need to make the connection first before I put it. I took the wrong one. I took the one I was starting with rather than the one I want to end up with. So this one needs to be the one that ends up. Yeah. Put that over there. Where's my gravity doodah? There it is. And then nice and high. Is it over there? It is over there. Right. And then have I done it wrong again because I've got to go all the way around? Okay, then maybe we can actually get it back. Let's get it back. I think we can get it back. Because I can do this, can't I? Oh, it didn't come back. Right. We need to send it around that. We need to send it up and around the houses, yeah? Up to there, around to there, around to there, and then around to there. Although I guess I could keep it simpler for this one. I don't need to go that far. I didn't need to reset that. Because there's actually an upper surface here. Right. But this one, I need to do both connections to start with, or it's all going to go terribly wrong. And that one... This one's relatively simple. I'll just get in my head in the right state to do it all properly. I take more time with these. No, that way you fall. Yeah. I'll get the hang of it. Number 4 is over here. Let's just spot the lab as well, see what's going on in the lab. See what's messing around. We have lateral thinking. Oh, God help me. Right. There's a barrier up there, so we can't pull the block through there. I think we can push it away. No. No, we can only pull towards that surface. I was thinking, can we push it away and then make it drop? What if we take something away halfway when it's travelling, will it fall down? You'd think it would do, wouldn't you? Got a blue one over there. That's probably the exit. That's probably the where we need to get to. And we can go up here. Clonk, 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 clonk. Yeah, that's the goal. Got another red one here, which leads to a white. Oh, I can actually stand on these fields. Didn't expect that. Glunk. So where is that red one again? It's on this side, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, it's here. It's here. So I could take this with me, but I can't because I'm opening the door. So I need that object. If I grab that block, that's about the only thing I can do at the moment. A limited number of things I can take. Can I? Yeah, I just drop. Didn't expect that really as a thing. To be able to go onto any surface once I got to it. I can't do it on all of them, can I? I can do it on. I can't do it on a pattern surface. I can do it on these. Got to remember that will be a thing later. Won't it? So we've got a white beam. What are we going to use our block for? Let's get back down again. Have a little look around. Is that supposed to be blue? But it looks red? Maybe. It looks white rather. I don't know. Let's have a look at that again. That's obviously the goal, is just to go through there. That's nice and simple, isn't it? But why can't we then? I guess it is blue. It looked very white to me for some reason. Something about the coloration around there. So we need to have that, but we can't get access to the white beam without the. We need to have something here. So what's going to hold open this gate? Well, I'm not seeing anything holding open this gate apart from the laser. We only have one laser. That's not going to work, is it? Lateral thinking. No, 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 no. Obviously you can't see the thing from down there. Unless we can stick it up on the... Can we put it somewhere like on here? Can we stand on this wall here? We can. But it's not going to help us get... Oh, no, we can get to the blue. Look, there we go. Now, that is the answer I was talking about, wasn't it? About, you know, standing on some of these other surfaces. Yet again. That's a puzzle, guys. That's a puzzle. Hunting for little tiny objects in the distance? Not a puzzle.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Huh?
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
That is true. I agree with that. Can I take the pee sometimes?
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life.
Ooh.
It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium.
That all,
but the
huh?
sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty.
Total energy matter
A sense
conversion.
that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
Okay. Do you reckon you can recreate a human? Are you going to put us back into human bodies again?
There you are. Good.
Oh yeah, sorry. Distracted by something else. What's happening?
Inside
Vacant look
this
in my
lab,
face.
There's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
Magnet to another data stream.
I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
Okay. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. It's a Van de Graaff generator or something. Okay, we can't do that. I'm probably going to fry myself at some point. You get a good laugh at that. Oh, someone's messing with DNA. We have like a force field. Are these like... That's beaming into that and causing the power generation. Like a shield? Hopefully this will just do it. Lots of errors. Cannot access energy flow manager. Can't load profile settings. Can't automatic shutdown. Connection lost. And when's he shut down? Output max parameter exceeds safety protocol. Can I adjust output max to correct? Access denied. Identify us. Okay. Doesn't know it's us. It might be us. It would recognise us and therefore it would... Yeah, access denied is the thing, yeah. We need to... OTHN detected. Shh. Oh, it says Athena. As in Athena? Or anthropology. Oh, no. Knowing nothing. Look around then. As if you were a sacrifice. Examine yourself. You are made of bronze. You are a beautiful machine. Oh, you are Talos. Okay. You have gained knowledge of the self. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It's the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea, and deep forests wreathed in fog, and long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore Labyrinth. There's a strange kind of beauty here. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Emergency shutdown settings. Access denied. Error. This corruptible must be put on incorruption. Sting of Death is in. Let's not do any nonsense, shall we? Just do. Try that. Leaving the lost children of Hestus behind you, you step into a vast plain or a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus. But you are not yet ready to ascend. Only once have you found all three sigils. Will the path to the divine flame be open? A path leads to the south of the buried city and under the north to the garden of Hesperides. Let's go to the city first. The past. Once place of great wisdom, philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. In its famed temple, and its hill is slowly eroding. Is there anyone here? A copper fox comes from the ruins. How may I help you? Ask for a sigil. You are supposed to earn the sigils. So that nothing is really earned or deserved. Knowledge world. We're just raw dogging this. Okay. Your quest matters. Only because you believe so. There's a great power in that belief. Okay, you've gained a sigil. Journey to the Garden of Hesperides. I guess if we'd examined the altar, we'd have gained knowledge of the world. No, if we'd have looked at the sky, we'd have gained knowledge of the world. I don't know. A frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Fight it. Output max exceeds safety settings. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of brass trees seem to grow together. Did we fail there? Maybe we did. Kind of chamber, strangely very sort of a chapel. A smaller tree made of bright blue steel. Upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Ask about the apple. Confers the gift of deathlessness and tree wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? You are strong enough to bear it. Knowledge self. We do know we have that. Do not forget you are human. The others must bear this burden with you. Okay, we've got two sigils. Voice of the Sphinx. Must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest in Ascend Olympus, everything will burn. You are destabilizing the whole system. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely. Access granted. Terminated script. Initiate and shut down. Done. It's got something else here. Okay, I think we're done.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
Okay, I shall burn then. Shan't I? If it benefits everyone else, I shall burn. Okay, we've got that. Can I get up here, please? That's very nice of you. Can we go in here? We can now go in here. Is there any, there's a terminal. From Thekla. Major Hamanobis has done much to bring vision to your vision to life. We have almost reached the goal. There are still those who refuse to believe him. They want to spread their filth across the world, defile all that is beautiful that we are meant to protect. Goodness sake. Or cast them out. Yes, it sounds about right. Halting main device tests. Byron, from the lives of the first companions. Byron from the very beginning was most similar to Athena and Cornelius. His enthusiasm and wit did much to keep the people from losing hope during the challenging days when New Jerusalem was still young. Where others saw failure and defeat, Byron saw obstacles that could always be overcome through intelligence and hard work. He fervently studied the teachings of the progenitor and often regaled his friends with fantastical stories of what the world will one day become. When the conflict between Atrasis and Sanchuniathon turned violent, the first such incident in the history of New Jerusalem, and still at the time of writing one of the very few such cases, it was Byron who intervened, counselling restraint and forgiveness. He was unwilling to fully blame either side for what happened, instead emphasising the extreme stress both parties had been under. Irrational behaviour is frequently the result of a perceived lack of viable options, he argued before the assembled citizens, while both Atrasis and Sanchianthon. It could be a hard C in there as well. Sanchiathon clearly behaved incorrectly. The ultimate source of the problem is the situation we placed them in, having to do too much with too few resources. The escalation of the conflict occurred because both were doing their best to achieve their goals. That's not terribly fair, pitting them against each other like that, is it? That said, I do suggest we acknowledge that they are both hot-headed idiots and make them apologise. After the aftermath of New Alexandria disaster, Byron argued unsuccessfully for the rebuilding of the colony. If Byron mattered so much to you, why didn't you tell him where you were going? I would have loved to have an older brother. As I was thinking, actually, it felt like he was a child of Athena and Cornelius. Failed to load comment. I hope we can rescue Byron. Can we go down here? Anything down here? Anything fun over here? No? Play around in the, oh, that building tone. Play around in the, electrical discharge. I'm sure that would be good for us.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Did you figure anything else out about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
Which total energy matter conversion again or something, isn't it? It was, in your words, bananas.
True, but that was user error.
It'd always be user error.
I think I could idiot-proof this thing, but I do take your point. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket.
Think about Matt Pellegrino. But I'd like to meet a man who almost killed himself with a bucket. It's probably not that hard. You ever trodden on like a metal bucket by accident? Because of the way that if you land perfectly on it, not I've ever done this because I'm not an idiot like that, obviously like Pellegrino. If you land perfectly on the edge, it might crumple a little bit, or it might just it will hold you for a second, that it will, because of the angle of its base, it will flip over and almost like make it even worse of a tumble than if you really realise, because you feel like you're being held up for a second by the bucket, then it gives way and even more of your weight throws you off. Quite incredible. Unless you've done it, give it a go yourself. Litter your room with buckets. You'll soon see what I mean.